all up to you. Complete the mission. UAV recon ready for deployment. Predator missile ready for launch. Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is 11 Nation Dragon here, and today we're bringing you another gameplay commentary. And so today, what we're going to actually talk about is my report card of Mw3. This is going to be very similar to Woody's gamertags report cards. It's going to be on a like ABCD grading scale, like a school scale. And so I will average all of them up together and have an overall grade. So first, let's go to map design. I will give this a B+, because there is a lot of gun-on-gun action, which is very successful, but it's too chaotic. The spawns aren't great either, and like you'll sometimes spawn right behind a person, or they'll just spawn right next to you after you've killed them. And so that just makes it not organized or any like fun, because it's just all over the place. You have helicopters, everything going all over the map, and like people spawning everywhere. It's just very chaotic. But overall, there's a lot of gun-on-gun action. The maps are fairly small in terms of just like getting around. It's pretty easy to get around overall in most of the maps. So yeah, so that would be a B+. For security, I would give this a B. Now, there have been a lot of updates and stuff like weapon buffs, which is good, and there hasn't actually been that many hackers as I've seen, and so far they're doing pretty well. Treyarch would definitely get an A because they have so many updates, so many patches, everything trying to make their game perfect. But Infinity Ward, it's not exactly the same, but they're doing a much better job than MW2 with the noob tubes and everything, so I would give that a B. Now let's go to DLC and new updates. I would also give this a B because, one, the new maps aren't exactly grabbing for me, but I do like the Spec Ops and the Face Off maps. Now, recently they came out with the Chaos map pack, and a lot of people didn't like that, which I can understand, but personally for me, I really enjoyed it because I play a lot of Face Off. I think it's a really good mode, and I've explained it in a video before why I like Face Off. It's just very organized and very controlled gameplay. So I definitely like Face Off, and the Spec Ops mode and Chaos mode, that was really fun after I tried it. So overall, I actually think that DLC was one of the best for me personally, but I know a lot of people didn't like it, so that would probably get a B as well. Next, we have weapon balance. Now, I would actually give this a B+ or an A-, because they recently patched or like buffed up the MP5, all of that stuff, and so that made it much more competitive with all of the other guns. So overall, almost every single gun within Modern Warfare 3 is usable. There are obviously some that are better than others, like the ACR or the MP7 or like the FMG9 Akimbos, but even so, there's a lot of competitive stuff like the P90 now, like the M16 and the Type 95 are really close to each other. So overall, weapon balance is much better now. Now, COD Elite. I would actually give this a D, because I really don't see the point of having COD Elite. Now, that being said, I know a lot of pro players want COD Elite and have COD Elite, and I completely respect that. I just, for me, for like the casual gamer, I really don't think it's, for me. But then again, it's probably not made for like us casual gamers, probably for the more of the serious gamers, which I can understand, but in my personal opinion, I really don't see why we should pay another $50 per year for something which doesn't really have that many benefits. if you're just casual playing. So overall, I really don't think it's good. It's really not necessary, and yeah, I would give this a D. Next, the campaign. Now, I would actually give this an A-. A lot of people liked the campaign, but personally for me, I didn't feel like it was as good as Modern Warfare 2, because there weren't really any likable characters, like Ghost or Roach or like that. Like, Sandman was good, but like everyone else was sort of iffy, and like the overall like ending was a little, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just not how I sort of envisioned it, how it would go down. But like overall, there wasn't really as much intensiveness in actionness like within the campaign, in the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, compared to the MW2 campaign. But it was okay, you know. Definitely playable. I enjoyed it, but just not as much as Modern Warfare 2. So I would give it an A-. Now, Spec Ops. I would give this an A because they have greatly improved the Spec Ops from Modern Warfare 2. They've added new modes, survival mode, chaos mode, and that's actually a lot of fun, brings new stuff to the table, and that's actually really, really good. The missions are good. They keep coming out with new missions in the DLC, which is great, and so overall, I think they did a much, much better job in Spec Ops compared to Modern Warfare 2, and I would give that an A. And finally, Face Off. I would give this an A+. I think this is completely new to the Call of Duty series. We've only really had like sort of game battles scenario, but now the game battle scenario is sort of like brought over to the general public because Face Off is 2v2 or 3v3 or 1v1, and you can have a lot more fun gameplay. Personally, for me, I really like it, especially if you're playing with one friend. You can definitely, like, you know, cooperate, take them down, you know, all that stuff, and it's actually a lot of fun. And most of the Face Off maps are really small, compact, and really fast moving. Especially one of them, Getaway, it looks absolutely phenomenal. And the recent DLC came out with 3 new Face Off maps. So overall, Face Off is a really good addition to Modern Warfare 3. I actually really enjoy it, and I would give that an A+. So the overall gameplay experience would be probably around a B, which is a pretty solid game. Modern Warfare 3 is definitely, it looks a lot like Modern Warfare 2, and it didn't have too much innovation at the very beginning, but after a while, after they developed, you know, like chaos mode, survival mode, and like Face Off, now it's definitely one of their own individual game, and it definitely stands out in a certain way. Now, this also I need to talk about Black Ops 2 as well, because I will only buy Black Ops 2 if the overall report card will be above a B, because I personally feel like the Call of Duty series is dying, and if something really needs to happen with Black Ops 2 to get me to buy it again. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like rating, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.